Yo, what up, my beautiful Dowdies? How's everyone doing today? I'm your host, Faudiedauw. Let's talk about the new upcoming banners. Of course, for the people that don't know yet, Phase 1 and 2 of the 2.2 banners are coming up after the Aventurine banner ends. In Phase 1, we're going to have Robin, the new physical harmony character, right? And the rerun banner is going to be Topaz and Nami, Fire Hunt character. And the 4 stars are going to be March, Hanya, and Shui Yi. I think overall, this is a relatively good banner. I think a lot of people don't have Shui Yi yet. And Hanya is a relatively okay support, you know, new cool harmony character. And March is an okay. It's one of the, in my opinion, the lesser of the three. But still, with some Eidolons, we could do some cool stuff, some sneaky things, some cheese strategy in the simulated universe. Robin, of course, is going to be a very considerable character to pick up. I think from the two, if I had to choose between Robin and Topaz, I think Robin wins out by a lot. I think both of them have a lot of follow-up attack synergies, right? With the energy and how they work. I think overall, of course, Robin is actually the better follow-up supportive unit because when she buffs everyone in the party, the skill, right? She enables the damage to everything. It enhances the total damage inflicted by your team. Hey, pause the video right now. Over 90% of you people that watch my videos actually are not subscribed to my channel. It would mean a lot to me if you would actually consider subscribing. It's free and you can always change your mind after. Let's continue with the video. So this means all the follow-up attacks by default as well, right? And with her talent that they release as well, she gets additional energy. So I think that also synergizes well with the extra follow-ups that everyone does. That is, I think, how it works. Of course, if you have Topaz and Robin in the same team with another follow-up attacker like Dr. Ratio, you go off, right? Even throw in an Aventurine and that stuff. Like, I think Robin is a very good, like, follow-up synergist. So if you have to pick between the two, I think she wins out with the Topaz fight. Topaz, of course, is a very good unit as well. And don't sleep on her. She's very good at a lot of things. But just because the overall value that Robin can bring to the table, I think it would be stupid to pick Robin over Topaz. Unless you like Topaz as a character, of course. On this channel, don't get persuaded to like do anything that you don't want. If you really like Topaz as a character and you want Topaz, have fun, right? Having fun is more important than any other thing in the game. If you really like Yang Qing as a 5-star, make him your main DPS and have fun with the game, right? No one is telling you how to play the game. I'm just here for the free-to-play brothers and sisters with the min-maxing and stuff. If we had to pick, Robin, of course, is the better option as an overall harmony supportive unit in many comps, right? She's going to bring a lot to the table, less than Topaz will do, and Topaz is a good unit. Robin has just way more value. In the second phase, we have Boot Hill, of course, with Fushuan. This banner, I think, is a bit stinky, you know? I think it's a bit awkward. Pela is an amazing unit. Great thing to pick up. Luca, I think, also is a very good unit. He's a little bit hard to use, so I think an overall is not a really good pickup. And Hook is disgusting, in my opinion. Yeah, it's just... she's a pretty good unit, but I don't know. It's just something about her that is just really unsatisfying to use. You've way... it's DPS. Just use 5-star DPSs, right? It's just very bad. So overall, the 4 stars... bit clunky. Pela's very good though. Of course, Boot Hill, new physical hunt character. I think Boot Hill is going to be a very great DPS. I think he's going to prevail in a lot of things, and he's going to like set up a pace for the game that's going to be new, right? With the new game mode that is going to come out, I think it's going to be a hunt game mode. He's probably going to be the best option there. And I think in MOC, he's going to be a very good pickup as well because of the dueling thing he does, right? With the break effect capabilities that he has. If he breaks, you know, he can go to the next one, or if he kills the target, stuff like that. He's very interesting character, and I think he's going to be very strong. Fushuan, on the other hand, is a very interesting pickup as well, of course. A lot of people really like Fushuan and want a Fushuan. A lot of people, I've heard, are waiting. When is the rerun banner for Fushuan? Well, she's there in a very awkward position, though. Pretty sure a lot of people would prioritize Robin. And Boot Hill is also looking like a very good pickup. Fushuan loses a little bit of value because of that. Also because Aventurine was just around the corner, or still is to this day, right? And if you got Aventurine, I don't really see a need for Fushuan. You know, you already get a lot of free sustainers. I don't think Fushuan, as a free-to-play, as a min-maxing value, I don't think Fushuan, as the moment of time right now, has that much value as the overall thing she brings to the table, right? Of course, the sustaining capabilities that she has as a character is phenomenal. She, with Aventurine, are probably the best sustainers in the game, sustaining-wise, right? She gives crit rate, damage negation, takes all the... She halves all the damages, has an AoE blast attack. It's just no crowd control stuff. Like, it's a very, very good unit to pick up. But I think how the format is right now is just... Yeah, I'd rather let you guys summon for Bootail and Robin for the overall value they bring. And Aventurine is live right now with more follow-up attack synergy. Like, Fu Xuan is just a bit awkward. We get a free Lynx. You have Natasha laying around. Maybe you got a Bailu or Japart. And then now you have the Aventurine, right? It's a bit like, yeah, it's if you want her, you're in for a good ride. Amazing unit. Just that also Firefly and Jade are coming up. Fu Xuan is a little bit awkward. Same with Topaz, right? They're good units, don't get me wrong. But the newer ones right now are just so much better to choose over the, you know, it's just a bit awkward. So I would really recommend you guys to not summon for the older reruns. It's just that the newer ones that coming up are so good and gonna be so cool probably, right? Like Bootail as well. It's a really cool concept. Robin is an amazing Harmony character to pick up for newer players, right? And Fu Xuan is a crazy unit. So if you do need still a sustain unit, 100% you could go for her. But how the game is formatted is just sustaining is a little bit awkward. If you didn't get Aventurine, then I would more recommend it. But if you already got an Aventurine, hey, if you really want to go pick up sustainers, it's up to you. The overall value, I think this banner is a little bit awkward in general. So if you would choose on the banners to go for the Bootail, in my opinion, for a cool DPS, right? But Fu Xuan is an amazing character, so do keep that in mind. Of course, who would I, as a sum up, right? What is a good decision to go for? I think out of all of these characters, Robin is the most promising one that I can hands down say this unit will carry you throughout the game in many different comps, right? 100%. Robin out of the 4 is like the most valuable one off of get-go right now. Bootail is the most interesting one off the 4 because he just the hunt path as a whole is going to get a lot of has a lot of spotlight right now, right? There's a lot of promising stories with that new concept, maybe a new end game mode, and I think Bootail is going to be an overall very cool unit to pick up. So 100% the new characters, Robin and Bootail. Robin number 1, Bootail number 2. I think out of then the other two, Topaz and Fu Xuan, I think if you have a lot of, it's a count, you know, it depends on the count. If you want a lot of follow-up synergies, or you have a lot of follow-up synergies, then Topaz is also, of course, a very good option. If you still need a sustainer, Fu Xuan is an amazing option because she gives crit rate, damage negation, half sit right, and all of those things. No crowd control on your team when your skill is active is an amazing pickup as well. I am personally not the biggest fan of sustainer in general, and Aventurine is live right now, and Aventurine is just an amazing sustainer as a whole as well. I do think sustaining wise, Aventurine and Fu Xuan are in the same boat. I think Fu Xuan is the overall sustain really good, and Aventurine is more about follow-up attack, but he shields the team. And also, if you're not follow-up attacking or you're not having a follow-up attack team, Aventurine also works. So it's a bit, they go like at the same, they're in the same boat, right? A little bit the same overall value. I think Robin is going to be an amazing pickup if you want to summon for someone. She works on different things. She's going to be very good, and very good in a lot of situations, right? I told this many times on my channel now. It's going to be very a pick and choose game. You really have to make smart decisions who you're going to summon for. What are you lacking still in your account? You have different end games now. What do I still need? Robin will like fill almost all the gaps, right? It's a Harmony character. She supports almost every comp in the game. She's very strong, has a very cool concept going. Like, she will fill a lot of things, and you can pick her and put her in almost every team, right? And that is really a lot of value for a character. Bootail, of course, will do the hunt end game if it's going to be a new one, right? He will prevail there. A very strong choice there. And I think he's also going to be very strong in other modes like MOC and Simulated Universe. Of course, Pure Fiction is a no-go. Bootail is not going to be used in Pure Fiction because it's just awkward there, right? It's just, you don't want single target damage there. So Robin is number 1, Bootail's number 2, and then Topaz and Fu Xuan a little bit in the same boat. Make your decision from what you know now, because it's a really account-specific thing overall, right? Like, what do you need still? And with Firefly and Jade coming up, and of course, newer rerun banners along the way, How is probably gonna be something, or a Genti. Those two didn't get a rerun. So maybe they're going to be after. We don't know what's going to be there, but keep your mind open and your eyes open for that. If you don't really like these reruns, maybe the next one is going to be for you. I would focus for the newer characters in general. I think the newer characters are way more engaging and offer you way more stuff. Hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this is going to help you with your decision. Make sure to let me know in the comments down below what you guys think, who's going to be the best option, what you're going to choose, who you're going to summon for. And yeah, make sure to like and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscribers. Means the world to me if you could. I love you all and have a wonderful day. Take care. Peace.